Imagine if one day two young princes suddenly disappeared, and they were kept inside the most secure fortress in the world. No doors were broken, no witness was found, and their bodies were never discovered. And even 500 years later, the world still hasn't solved this mystery. This is the story of two missing princes of England, who are known in history as the Princes in the Tower. And the biggest question of all, who killed them? In 1483, the King of England, King Edward IV, suddenly died. His eldest son, Edward V, was only 12 years old. Because of this, his uncle Richard, Duke of Gloucester, became the temporary ruler. At that time, no one had any idea that this decision would turn into one of the greatest royal conspiracies in history. King Edward's son, Edward V, was taken to the Tower of London. At that time, the tower was not only a fortress, but also a royal residence. A few days later, his younger brother, Prince Richard, 9 years old, also arrived there. And then, the two princes were seen for the last time on the tower's balcony. After a few weeks, people began to notice something strange. The princes stopped appearing in public. No royal ceremonies, no public appearances. And then, the two princes suddenly disappeared. Rumors quickly spread across London. The princes have been murdered. But no one knew who did it. The strongest suspicion fell on their uncle, Richard III. He claimed that the princes were illegitimate, and he crowned himself King of England. People believe that, if the princes were alive, Richard could never become king. That is why many historians believe Richard III ordered the princes to be killed. But no solid proof has ever been found. In 1674, renovations were taking place at the Tower of London. Workers discovered a box containing the bones of two children. People immediately believed these must be the bones of the princes. The bones were later buried in Westminster Abbey. However, modern scientists say, without DNA testing, it is difficult to confirm if they truly belonged to the princes. Even today, historians have three possible theories. Richard III was the killer Henry VII ordered their deaths. The princes secretly survived. But the real truth still remains one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries. And perhaps, the truth is still hidden within the walls of the Tower of London. Imagine if one day a new secret was discovered inside the Tower of London, and we finally learned what really happened to the princes. Then maybe this 500-year-old mystery would finally be solved. But until that day, the princes in the tower will remain one of the most haunting royal mysteries in history.